All right, I finally broke down and bought one of these things. Tool shop close to me had a sale going on, dealer for all the Milwaukee stuff. I've been seeing these at Home Depot all the time, and the damn tool is $200. I bought the whole kit for $200 from Clark Tool. I've used all of these in the past, not every single one of them, but I've used the original one that's not a fuel, just the regular M12 3/8 ratchet. And then I've tried some of the long ones and think some of them were impact. Either way, I don't need any of that stuff. This is the one that I think's the right one for me anyway. So this is the brushless, whatever they call it, high speed. That's not such a big deal for me. I don't really care so much about fast, slow, or whatever. I do like the fact that I can zip bolts and stuff out quick with it. That's kind of the main thing that I want to do with it. So I don't use it to torque anything down. All I'm doing is I use it to just break something loose and zip it out, start it back in with your hands, and then zip it back in, and then I'll use a regular wrench or a torque wrench to tighten it down. So this just kind of speeds up the process, and I couldn't justify $200 just for the tool, even though I do have some of the batteries and stuff for it. But this one comes with the 3/8 quick ratchet and a couple of 2.0 batteries, a charger, and a case. So it just kind of seemed to be the deal for me. A pair of these batteries up at Home Depot was like, $100 anyway, more like $120. So they wanted $200 for the tool and like $120 for batteries, and I don't know what the charger costs, probably $40 or something. And then the case is, I don't haul it around much, so it'll probably get thrown somewhere. But I just need a charger, some extra batteries to go with my radio, and a light that I bought, and then I've got a soldering iron. So I don't have a whole bunch of these, but I just kind of get the ones that I want, that I know I'm going to use. So I just wanted to crack this thing open with you guys and see if it even has in here what's supposed to be in here. I had it for a couple of days and figure I should probably dive into it and see what's actually in the box here. So it's not like I've been drooling over it, but I have been wanting one of them, and always walk past. There seems to never be a deal on any of these things. They go on sale, but the sales are weird. Like it doesn't come with batteries, or it doesn't come with, something's always not in here. So let's crack some of this stuff out of here. This is the ratchet, and it's got the smaller head on it, not the big crazy one. And the guy was trying to sell it to me as the bigger head's got more torque or something like that. Like, I don't care. The torque is coming from me breaking something loose. I just want to zip a fastener out. I didn't need anything. And on top of that, once you get into the bigger tools, they're too big for what you want to use it for. The whole idea is that this thing's pretty small and can get down into whatever you want, and I can adapt, however I want to get into stuff. The big long one seemed to be kind of too much. I get it. You got more leverage to break something loose, but I usually do that with other tools. I just want this thing to zip stuff in and out. So we're going to check out how the thing works. I want to make sure that it's got the right batteries that they said it comes with it. It looks like there's 2 of them in here. They're the 2.0s, so kind of middle of the road. They're not I think there's there's like the 1.5 is the smaller one, and then the 2.0 is the middle one. There's a 2.5 that's in this size, and then the next one up is the bigger battery. And I didn't want the bigger battery because then it just makes the tool way bigger, and then I can't get it down into where I need to get it to. So I don't know if you can see that here, but that's the 2.0 battery. It should be just fine. And I don't know, maybe I just wanted it because I wanted it, but I do use these things. And the stuff that I've used of Milwaukee in the past has all been real good. And of course, now they got so many choices that it gets confusing. Here's the second one. It's a 2.0 battery as well. I don't know where they're at on charge or anything, but plug stuff in and fire it up. Case is pretty cool, I guess, but I'm not like taking it mobile anywhere. So it's just going to be around here and probably get thrown in a toolbox. Let's throw one in here and see if it's got any juice in it to start with. Oh, cool. LED. So yeah, it is pretty quick. This looks like it'll work just fine for me. It's already, somebody's greased it, and check my other battery out, make sure it works. Pretty cool LED. I've got a bunch of light, but any extra light works, and I love the new flashlight. It'll probably get used as a flashlight sometime or another. But anyway, yeah, no, I've just been kind of wanting one of these things. I can't tell if you can see like the size of this thing in relation to, I don't have anything to relate it to because everything else I've got is manual ratchets, and they're all just the right size to get down into stuff. What else is in here? Paperwork. Sure, I know how to use it. Don't eat it. So, yep, 2.0 battery. Got a little LED indicator for how much battery's left in it. I think there's a little button on there somewhere you can push, or maybe not. You just run it and then it'll kind of let you know what kind of battery's left in it. So I'm kind of happy with the thing for the money. That's a pretty screaming good deal. Like I said, I was at Home Depot looking around, and just the ratchet was $200 for this one. I think it's $100. The other one's on sale for $100. I was gonna try it out, but I was kind of looking at, hey, if I buy the ratchet for $100 and then a couple of these batteries for, you know, 80 to 120 or something, so like say another $100. Well, there's $200 for the slower tool with a 2-pack of batteries. My other charger came with the radio that I got over here, and charges one battery at a time. So now I've got 4 tools and 4 batteries. So now everything kind of evens out, you know, a couple, you know, you're using 2 and charging 2. So it just made sense. They had the little, you know, the kit thing was kind of cool. I asked the guy up there at Clark how many of them, or how long the sale goes on for. And he was like, just until they sell them out. And they've got the full line of everything that Milwaukee's got. And there's a pretty deep discount on just about all of it, which brings it down to what it should be anyway. So it's not really a deep discount. Go get it all now. It's just now it's down to, you know, what it pretty much should cost anyway. So I'll do another review. I don't really need to do, it's kind of more of an unboxing thing than a review. I already know that they're good. My favorite stuff that they've got is the impact guns, the much bigger battery stuff, and those things will break studs off before they give up. So, you know, when you're pulling a wheel off or something. So, but this just seemed to be the middle of the road tool that I think will work out just perfect. That's a 3/8, you know, so I can adapt it to just about anything. You know, I can step it down to a quarter, or, you know, if it's a 1/2 inch, you should be using a different tool. But yeah, the torque thing, I don't care so much. It was the speed of, you know, just getting on a fastener and zipping it out. That's kind of the main thing I was shooting for. So, you know, when you're working with one hand, holding something up or whatever you're doing, this thing will draw it out quick. You can, you know, move on down the road with whatever you need to do. So I wanted to get a socket or an extension or something and stick on here and see if this thing holds on to it. I got a 6 ratchets that just don't. So it does kind of come off kind of easy. Well, I guess if I get it on the hole like it's supposed to. It's not too bad. Pretty cool. I mean, where you could easily just pop it off and change it with one hand if you wanted to, but it doesn't have like a quick release or anything where it's really hanging on to it. You can pop sockets on and off of it. I also have to use it more and get used to it. I don't use these that much. Like I said, I do most of my stuff by hand, but it would be nice to, because I like to break things loose with the regular ratchet and tighten things down with the regular ratchet or torque wrench where it's supposed to be, I think would be the way to do things. So kind of looking forward to getting some use out of it. I like all of it so far. It seems like it's made pretty well. I don't know how many times it can hit the deck and stay in one piece. You guys probably know more about that than me, but looks like something I can use for a while, and I'm happy with it. So yeah, I didn't have like buyer's remorse when I walked out of the place. It seemed like something that kind of needed to be around here, and you guys will definitely see it in some videos and stuff coming up. I'll use the damn thing and you know, down the road let you know what I think of it, or if it's just a piece of junk, or if I basically just bought a couple more batteries to, you know, run everything else with. But I think the thing will get some good use. So if you're interested in one, I know it's kind of a weird decision on picking out which one you want, because they got, you know, like I said, they got the regular one, which is a 3/8, and it's not the fuel, so it's just like the, you know, like a brushed motor. It's slower, and I think it, you know, they don't, not that I don't know that they come with batteries or anything, because I don't see those kits anywhere but at the place where I got it. So there's the next, you know, the next size up with the bigger head here that they say has got a little more torque or whatever, but the tool's significantly bigger. And then the ones with the longer head, I don't see any need for that. This is the smaller, faster tool, so that really fits what I'm kind of wanting to do. I'm looking forward to using it. So like I said, you guys will see it in some videos coming up. I'll let you know down the road if it was a worthless purchase or if I'm getting some good mileage out of it and the thing kicks ass like it's supposed to. So anyway, that's all I got for this one. Like I said, this kit was from Clark's Tool. They've got a website you can go to. I don't know if they're showing the discounts or anything on there, so you might have to call or go in the place. I'm sure now that I bought it, it'll go on sale for $40 somewhere. But anyway, that's all I got for today. All right, guys. Later.